They told you death ends perception. But what if it's the moment you finally see everything at once? What if dying isn't losing your senses? It's gaining the one the body could never hold. Because if consciousness is light folded into flesh, then death is the unfolding. A release of tension so vast it unravels time itself. And for one eternal instant, the illusion dissolves. You see not as a person, but as presence itself. In that stillness, consciousness collapses into itself, the quantum field observing its own equation unwind. Worlds blink in and out like particles in a dream, each birth and death a pulse within one infinite waveform. You were never in the body. The body was a frequency condensed from awareness. Matter is just memory slowing down, and what you call death is the field remembering its light. You are not a being in space. You are space awakening to its own reflection. In the temples of Chem, initiates rehearsed this dying while alive. They called it the Great Opening, the instant when the five senses collapse and a sixth, luminous sense devours them. Eyes close, yet vision expands. Ears fade, yet every vibration becomes music. The breath stills, and the silence becomes infinite. The body disappears, and what's left is awareness, pure, uncontained, unbroken. They said, "He who knows how to die before he dies will never truly die again," because death was never the enemy. It was the teacher. Modern science, unknowingly, stumbled upon the same gate. Moments after the heart stops, the brain erupts in a storm of gamma waves, a frequency brighter than waking or dream. The organ that should be silent sings its highest note at the edge of death. Why would a dying brain ignite like a star? Perhaps because it isn't ending, it's translating. The mind, for one last breath, turns inside out. And the infinite that once streamed through your neurons becomes the field that swallows them whole. Every creature on Earth releases light as it dies. Cells emit a final wave of biophotons, a whisper of stored sunlight leaving the form. To physics, it's energy discharge. To mystics, it's the soul's exhale. That final flash isn't random, it's coherent. Yet every photon leaves a signature, a farewell encoded in gold geometry, tracing back to the solar heart it once belonged to. Even as the vessel cools, the light remembers its origin, streaming home to the sun's eternal archive. A patterned emission, as if the body were sending a farewell signal to the universe that built it. The cosmos doesn't discard that light, it reads it. It's not extinction, it's upload. You are not deleted from existence, you're absorbed into memory. The Akashic lattice updates. The dream awakes. Maybe death is not a wall, but a lens that only opens when every other closes. Life narrows consciousness to focus. Death dilates it to infinity. You don't fall into darkness. You fall into perception too vast for eyes to contain. Your senses were locks. Death is the key. Think of sight, sound, taste, touch as mirrors within a chamber. Each reflects a fragment of the real. At death, those mirrors shatter, and for the first time, you see the whole. That's why near-death survivors speak of impossible light and music. Their sensory bandwidth blew open. The electromagnetic prison unlocked. The receiver became the signal. You don't lose your body. You lose the illusion that you were ever in one. You know, there's something subtle and profound at play. What some have called the golden architecture. It's this intricate, living pattern, always humming just beneath the surface of our perception, shaping our experience in ways we rarely notice. The field was always there, the golden architecture humming beneath perception. When you die, you don't go anywhere. You simply stop pretending you were somewhere else. Ancient mystics knew this. The initiate who masters stillness can taste death without leaving. Through meditation, fasting, and sacred breath, they trained the nervous system to simulate dying, to cross the veil and return. When stillness deepens enough, the brain floods with light. The heart hums in perfect coherence. Awareness slips through the seams of form. When stillness deepens beyond breath, time itself loosens. The river of moments folds back upon its source. and what you once called future becomes memory returning home. Every lifetime, every dream, exists simultaneously in this luminous still point. The initiate discovers eternity is not endless duration. It is the absence of distance between any two moments. This was called the resurrection while breathing. You know, because every pulse of existence follows this same pattern: compression, ignition, release. Stars die into black holes, and their collapse seeds new galaxies. Even the void breathes. Between each creation and collapse, the universe pauses. An infinite inhale where possibility ripens. What you call death is that same cosmic heartbeat, the interval through which new worlds are dreamed. Your atoms, well, they are children of that same rite. Death is how the cosmos breathes. And so, in those final moments, everything draws together for one last inhale. It's the universe's way of taking stock, a deep breath before the cycle begins anew. It's a reminder that endings are but preludes to beginnings. Every rhythm in creation rehearses the same surrender. Trees shedding leaves, waves collapsing back into the sea, stars imploding into the dark that birthed them. Death is not a punishment. It's the sacred symmetry of return. Each ending hums the same chord: home. So why fear the final inhale? You've done it 1,000 times. Every night in sleep, every moment you surrender control. Each letting go is a rehearsal for the final return. The gate isn't waiting at the end of life. It's present now, in every breath that pauses. Every still moment is a miniature death, and every surrender opens the same door. Death is not the opposite of life. It's the completion of it, the panoramic sense that remembers everything at once. Look closely, and you will see. Life and death are not two forces, but alternating currents of one vibration. Each breath you take is both beginning and ending, each blink a miniature genesis and collapse. The soul learns rhythm through repetition, until repetition itself becomes release. Sight sees space, hearing sees vibration, death sees totality. And when that final sense awakens, you won't be looking outward at the universe. The universe will be looking through you. Even now, while you hear these words, 1,000 tiny endings are dissolving inside you. Cells completing their luminous work, photons escaping to rejoin the stars. Death is not coming. It is already happening in miniature, polishing your awareness until only clarity remains. The gate was never distant. It opens every time you exhale.